Hello people, this is your host and those Kranti once again back with another new What If, and this is What If Oh Boy, aka Zuku Midoriya, the one and only Deku ate the Uo no Mi. Yeah, our boy's Deku, he's gonna eat the Uo no Mi. If you don't know what is the Uo no Mi, I mean, come on, man. Read One Piece or see the anime. It's a pretty banger anime and a even pretty banger manga. Although I know that I won't live to finish it. My children won't live to finish it. Even their grandchildren won't live to finish it. It's still gonna run, but it's still a banger, constant banger for over the years and ages and generations. Yeah, basically, our boy Deku's gonna get Kaido level power. But yeah, I like OP Dekus. Yeah, so basically what happens is Deku, he just had a normal childhood, like a normal days, and he got like bullied by a lot of people, like the original timeline, and he embarks on a journey, and he wishes to make a land where everybody is free and everybody can do whatever they want to do, and nobody is subjected to torture or trauma or any kind of pressure. So basically he wanted to create a utopia, because he's always bullied by people because of him being not corkless, because of him being corkless. And yeah, that's like a big thing for him. So after all of that, and he's thinking like, okay, I should get on, like I should try to do something. So he tries to do something, and he goes on a journey. When he was 12 years old, he ran away from home, and he goes on a journey. And on the midst of going on a journey, he gets to an island, where in an island which is kind of like a Wano Kuni like island, which is little bit as if he time traveled back to feudal era Japan, the Sengoku period, where samurais ran rampant, ninjas were silent and being sneaky and stuff like that. So he went to a land which is kind of like Wano. So, and he stumbled upon to a tree. In that tree there was a fruit which looked nothing like others, and he was like, oh man, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat that fruit. So he just eats the fruit, and it was so disgusting. He just spat the fruit out, and then he realized that, like, he went to sleep. He ate the other fruits, and after that went to sleep. He woke up, and when he woke up, he was like flying, and he couldn't find his legs or anything, and it was like, what is wrong with like me? And then he goes up to the water, and then he sees a reflection of him, where he is like a freaking dragon. It's like a big boy. He's like a big boy dragon, by the size of like Gyarados, because he ate the fish fruit model Seryu, the Azure dragon. So yeah, he's gonna get the Kaido fruit. So after all of that stuff, Deku just he spends like a lot of time in that island and that land, and he got trained, and he was basically surviving. He discovered his power, and he trained, with every passing day he discovered a portion of his power, and he perfected his ability to a point that he became the strongest creature on earth, like our boy Kaido. And Deku just loves sake, so he became 15-year-old, like the original timeline, and he is like, okay, I'm gonna give heroing a try. Let's see what happens. So he goes back to Japan, like he retraces his step, and in the midst of his like training arc in an island like Wano, so he just realized that he like water is his weakness. Like any kind of significant water body is his weakness, because he can't swim. He like has to like make sure that he doesn't get like attacked by water or doesn't drown himself to death in water. So he goes back to Japan, and all of that shindig happens, like where the sludge villain is trying to attack. Okay, no, the sludge villain incident doesn't happen. We're just gonna go jump directly to the entrance exam. Deku was always smart, so he is smart like this too. And people like his mother and his father, they like forgot about him, kinda. They tried to find him, but it's been like, I mean, come on, he left home when he was 10 and he came back home when he was 15. 5 years, man. 5 years. Nobody's gonna search for another person for 5 years. So he just was permanently missing, and then he went to the entrance exam, and he did the entrance exam, and he just like when the entrance exam started, I mean, he's a brainiac, so all he did was like 2 months of studying, and he caught up to the subjects and stuff like that. And he even learned how to fake and forge documents and test results, so that he's like a legitimate high school student and stuff like that. Yeah, because I mean, he was gone. He's not gonna get like recommended by another school or anything. So he went to there, like, and he somehow tricked the system. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that route. He tricked the system, because he's like kind of like Kaido. Kaido is not like a just warrior. Kaido has like a lot of shit. He does a lot of bad shit, so why not? So he goes to like he just cheats the system, and he goes to the entrance exam. He does moderately well in the written exam, I mean, enough to pass. Then after that, he goes to the what's the word? He goes to the practical exam, where the President Max says, "No, begin!" And there everybody was waiting, and Deku just like he goes ham, because he has like boosted agility, and he just like transformed part of his legs into like his dragon leg, so that people can't see that. So he's like kind of like transforming his legs and his hands, dragon hands and dragon talons and dragon feet and dragon claws and dragon hands, and he's just like bursting through. He's just like wrecking robots left and right, left and right, left and right. And there was like people are like was like, whoa, who's this kid? He's fast, and he can like literally punch shit, and he's like using his claws to clover shit. And sometimes the robot would attack him, and he just like literally like took a defensive position and like cover his face and cover his body with scales, and that way he doesn't get damaged. He's like, this is fun. And Deku is laughing and enjoying the thrill of combat and thrill of wrecking shit. Yeah. And as he was doing that, the 0 point robot incident happened. Everybody's running away, and Deku is like, oh, what happened? And he's like, he sees the 0 point robot, and he's like, something interesting. It seems like a good challenge for me. Let's see who's stronger. Then he sees like, oh, there's a girl there. Well, I can't go all out. Then he transforms into his hybrid dragon form, and everybody's like, whoa, he has like dragon scale and everything. Whoa, that's cool. And Deku just becomes way more faster, way more like hardcore, and he just like shreds and climbs the shit out of the 0 point robot. But before that, 0 point robot like bombarded him with a laser, and right before that he transformed into his like hybrid form, which like literally he took the laser. As he took the laser, his few of scale got damaged, and there was like blood coming out of his mouth, and he was like, that tickled. So he just went there, and he's like tearing it from like inside and down. Then he cut off the arm. Uraka is like the arm that I mean, he doesn't cut off the arm, sorry, my apologies. He's just like wrecking shit, and he just kicks the robot goes like few meters back, like 30 to 40 meters. And for you Americans, I don't know how yard works, man. I don't know. My girlfriend is American, but I don't know how yard works. Bro, teach me how does yard works. Give me in the comment like how much is 1 yard according to meters. So he goes to like 30 to 25 meters, the robot. And Deku, what he does like a fire breathe attack. Like he just like dragon roar. Yeah, sorry, I'm going fairy tale here. Come on, why not, man? Fairy tale dragon bats are pretty OP and pretty cool. Okay, so he just used like a pose like that, and he literally like burns the robot, 0 point robot, into scrap metal. Like there's nothing left of the 0 point robot at all, and it's gone. And after that, the exam finishes, and Uraka is like, whoa, thanks for helping me, and Deku's like, oh, it's okay, no big deal. And by the way, Deku, when he transforms into his hybrid dragon form, he becomes like 8 feet tall, really muscular. Yeah, have you seen a animated movie called Fire Breather? If you haven't seen that, man, that's an old movie. It's a pretty banger movie. Yeah, so he becomes kind of like that without any wings, though. Like he just, cause come on, he's like Azure Dragon, fish food cereal, Azure Dragon. He doesn't need wings to fly. Azure Dragon, because if you read the Chinese myth, then the Chinese dragon doesn't need wings to fly. They just fly using the serpent pattern, like the way a snake would move through ground. They would just float on the sky like a snake, if that makes sense. Yeah, so basically after all of that, Deku is like, everybody's like, whoa, this kid is OP. So the result comes. In the meanwhile, Deku goes back to his family's home, and when he gets back to his home, his parents are like, Midoriya, what happened? And Deku was like, I needed strength, so I went to get strength. And his parents are like, what the fuck? What kind of excuse is that, dude? Kid, we have tried looking for you so much. And after that, he could see a little kid, and Deku was like, oh, who's this kid? And Mama Midoriya is like, Deku, meet your younger sister, Shizuka. Yeah, but let's go with that, man. I don't know. Meet your younger sister, Shizuka. And Deku's like, whoa, I have a sister? Damn, that's pretty good. And Shizuka is like, mommy, who's this? And it's like, hey, you remember your older brother? We thought he died. Yeah, he's not dead. And Deku is like, oh, I am not dead. But I am gonna become a hero. So Deku is like, oh, so where's my old room? And he just shocked to realize that his old room became a gym for his dad. And then he's like, oh, perfect. I love training, so he just picks up the weights and starts doing training and does the push-ups and stuff. I know it's a very bizarre family, but hey, man, it's my what if. It's anime. Just accept it, okay, and move on. After that, the result comes, and he becomes like he gets the first position. Yeah. Not the first position, sorry. He gets the second position. So, the first day of school starts and they're all going. And when they're going to the classroom, he could see like Ida arguing with Bakugo. And then when he goes to the classroom, he's like, "Oi, Kachan! Still being a douchebag, yeah?" And Bakugo is like, "Midoriya? Deku? You're alive? What happened, man? How? We thought you died." And Deku's like, "Well, I didn't. Clearly. I just wanted to seek strength, so I went on a journey and found strength." And Baku is like, "You're still worthless. Corkless loser, Deku. Why are you here?" And Deku just transforms into his hybrid dragon form and he's like, "What you're saying, Kachan? I'm worthless, loser?" And Bakugo is like shaking and everybody's like, "Whoa, this is not good." So Aizawa Sensei comes, present my and Eraserhead comes and is like, "Hey kids, shut the F up, dude. Let's go to the ground and we're gonna do the entry. We're gonna do the Quirk apprehension test. Yeah. And whoever doesn't listen to me, I'm gonna expel them. So get to it as soon as possible." Such annoyance. Yare. I should use JoJo what if. Comment if I should do what if Deku had the Star Platinum. What if Deku was Jotaro? I started doing a Dio what if, but nobody, like, it had less audience, so did not continue. Maybe I should finish the Dio what if. So after all the Quirk apprehension test, so in the last part, basically what happened was our boy Deku, he was gonna do the Quirk apprehension test. So Aizawa tosses the balls to him and tells him, "Oh, kid, Kozo, throw the ball as hard as you can. Use your full power." And Aizawa and Deku is like, "As hard as I can." So he just like partially transforms his hand into like a his hybrid dragon form, his hand, and he just throws it away. And when he throws it away in the sky, he immediately, like, gradually transforms into a dragon in the midst of that, and he just like takes off, and then he bites the, like, he literally, like, he doesn't bite it, he just goes there, and everybody's like, "Oh, Nani, he can transform into a dragon? Holy shit, Nani!" And then he just uses his tail to like slap the ball, and it just disappears. He gets infinity. So I mean, come on, the rest of the test, yeah, Deku slaps the shit out of every test, because I mean, come on, he's basically like Kaido light. Yeah, it's like Kaido light. So that guy, our boy Deku, is strong. He doesn't have haki or anything, but he got the Kaido's devil fruit power, which is bloody difficult and bloody, like, yeah, that's a very strong fruit. So after the whole incident, the heroes versus villains arc happens basically. Deku and Momo fights with Bakugo and Ida. Bakugo tries to blast him with air and stuff. With his explosion and stuff. Deku tanks it and is like, pathetic. And then he just like transform his like upper bodies like into like he does like a full body transformation of like hybrid dragon form, and then he bitch slaps Bakugo. Literally, not even like kicks him or punch him, just bitch slaps Bakugo, and Bakugo is like knocked out. Then Ida is like, hold on, fair hero, I am the villain Ingenium. I will not let you touch the bomb at all. Yeah, Ida being Ida, doing his like over dramatic villain laugh. So yeah, so what happens is Deku is like, okay, so I cannot destroy the bomb because they're a civilian, so I just have to take care of him. Yeah, so Deku just uses his dragon legs, goes behind Ida and just like decks him behind his head, and Ida is knocked out. And come on, he's literally a dragon. Can't win against Kaido with Ida's stat. Hell no. Oh boy, Ida is fast and everything, but Deku is freaking dragon. Like he's like the Azure dragon, so he's gonna deck the shit out of everybody, you know. Well, after whole and everything, like the fighting and everything just concludes. Deku takes like the control, and Deku, it's complete wash. I mean, come on, who's gonna win against Deku? It's just gonna like fight, like he's not gonna let anybody win against him at all. So after that, the whole U.S.J arc happens, where like the 13 comes and does this stuff and annoying speech and blah 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 crap. Yeah, and after that, the whole like the regular timeline kind of stuff happens, where like the whole villains attack and Deku gets teleported into the water zone. And I mean, come on, it's Uonumi, the fish fruit model Azure dragon, so you know how much carnage he can do in that water. It just transforms like a freaking dragon, just like create like he like literally bites through a lot of people, a lot of villains. So he just like demolishes them. Then he just flies in the up. Then he's like fire breath. He just releases his fire breath and he just burns the shit out of every single person. Yeah, almost every single villain there is. And then he goes to goes to I forgot his name. Yeah, Kurogiri's place, and he just like gets shit done. He just like beats the shit out of every villain right there. It's like nobody can escapes his wrath at all. Because come on, our boy Deku is Kaido, so beats the shit out of that. Nobody gets kidnapped or anything. Bakugo's still with the friends and family, with the kids. So they're going through that. After that, they're gonna go and do the sports festival arc. In the sports festival arc, Deku races. Yeah, he just flies to the first obstacles. After that, he's just like, okay, whoever wants to be in my team can be in my team. He just like the original team. And then Deku just transforms into a dragon, and he's floating in the upper skies. So he just gets in. Then he fights with Shinzo, and what happens with Shinzo is basically our boy Shinzo cannot actually win against him. Sorry, something dropped from my end. That's what the noise was. But what basically happened, Shinzo, he cannot win with him, because I mean, he tries to mind control him, but it doesn't happen, because he's basically if you read One Piece, you know that devil fruits has their own like mind of their own, and he has like a mythical zone fruit which has like a way stronger will from than like anybody else. So he just like gets because of the fruit's effect, he cannot be possessed, or he cannot be mind controlled or anything. So he gets through all of that. By the way, Shigaraki, before in the festival, not in the festival, sorry, in the U.S.J arc, Shigaraki, he doesn't get to do stuff because he gets detained. So, but somehow he escapes. Kurogiri takes care of it, and Shigaraki and Kurogiri just escape. Sorry, I have a cough, that's why I'm coughing a little bit every now and then. So all throughout after that, Deku and Kurogiri and everyone goes through, and Deku, not Kurogiri, sorry, what am I saying? So Deku beats the shit out of Shinzo. After that, Deku versus Todoroki happens. Todoroki is blasting ice and everything. Deku is that tickles, boy. And Todoroki is hey, we're same age, why are you calling me boy? Because I'm stronger than you, boy. Then Deku transforms into his hybrid dragon form. Then he just uses his dragon breath. Fire breathing, roar! No, it's wrong anime, brother. He just roars and he melts his ice and everything. And Deku tells Todoroki, you have firepower too. Let's see whose fire is the strongest there is. Yes! Then he unleashes a humongous fire breath on the sky. It is so hot, it literally melts clothes and all the plastic appliances on the surrounding area, even through the force field that the other pro heroes created. Yeah, it is that strong. Todoroki is scared, so he, out of scared and out of desperation, basically creates the flame and just blasts them toward Deku. And Deku takes it head on, and he doesn't even flinch, because our boy Deku is built different. He doesn't flinch, and he's pathetic. Then Deku unleashes his lightning power, because come on, he's the Jora dragon and he can unleash lightning. The flaming clouds form like a lightning and lightning strikes in front of Todoroki. He doesn't strike him directly, he strikes a little bit to the side to him. Todoroki literally gives up the match because he's scared shit out of Deku. What wouldn't he be? So after that, Bakugo versus Momo happens, and Bakugo wins. And after that, in the finale, it's Bakugo versus Deku. So Bakugo is doing Hosuh impact and unleashing all of his gadgets and goggles, and Deku is pathetic, bro, pathetic. And then he just punches him. Bakugo still gets up, and then Deku is oh, you got a strong will, buddy. Let me break it. Then he literally picks up Bakugo the way Bane picked up Batman, and he just breaks his back the way Bane broke Batman's back. Yeah. Oh boy, Deku breaks Bakugo's spines like that. He breaks his will, literally and figuratively. Bakugo is done for. He has a terrible injury. And all the other heroes wow, man, he's so evil. Why he's literally ruining a promising hero's career? And Deku was saying to show his place in the hierarchy, that no matter how strong you think you are, there is always someone who is stronger, and you should always go beyond plus ultra and become the best version of yourself there is. And after the whole thing, Deku says that was his speech, because he wins the whole competition. And so last time what happened was Deku, our boy Deku, clamped down on everybody's ass and won the whole sports festival arc. Yeah. So he made a speech that, yeah, if I don't show my authority, or if I don't show my power, yeah, everybody will not go plus ultra. So in order for everybody to go to their beyond and level best to go plus ultra, I clapped Bakugo's ass. Yeah. So after the whole incident, what we are gonna go and do the Hosuh city. Yeah, man, I forgot. I forgot how long it has been. So we're gonna sorry, I have a cough. Sorry for that. Apologies. So we're gonna do the hero apprenticeship training. So yeah, in this timeline, Deku goes to Gran Torino, hero apprenticeship internship. He goes under Gran Torino. Why not? Because no, not gonna do Gran Torino. She's gonna go with the dragon hero, the hero 10th hero, dragon hero Ryuk. Yeah, the lady who can transform into a dragon. Yeah, let's be dragon, the dance of the dragon, baby. Oh yeah. So, and we're gonna take some creative liberties here. What happens is Ida gets killed by Stain in Hosuh city, and when Deku realized that, yeah, Ida gets killed, yeah, Ida and Deku still hang around, Ochaku also hang around with them. So he's pissed that Ida got clapped, Ida got killed, so he's gonna hunt Stain. So he was like, Stain, I'm coming to get you. Sorry if there is TV noises, because my sister, she turns up the TV volume extremely high, and I live beside the living room where the TV is. So sorry about that. So after that, Deku is gonna go on and hunt Stain. So in this timeline, what happens is Stain does not get captured, and he actually is trying to attacks the hero, the training camp of the hero. Yeah, we're gonna jump into the training camp scenario. And what happens is Stain, along with the other heroes who were inspired by Stain, they're already probably contacted Stain, and they are like a group which are subcontracted by the League of Villains to attack the hero in training, UA high training, because to Stain, what UA preach as heroism, true heroism, is nothing but bullshit and crap. So he's gonna clamp down some UA justice. So he's gonna get rid of them. So after that, they attack the training station. The original fight happened. Muscular is no big deal. Deku just one punches Muscular into oblivion. It's like, Muscular blasting off again. Muscular is blasting off like Team Rocket is doing. Yeah, which is kind of funny when Muscular goes 100%. He's just shut down. He's shut down when Deku is just partially Deku just transforms into dragon human. He just transforms into dragon human hybrid, and he takes care of Muscular, and he just kills. He just blasted Muscular away from the field and everything. Then after that, he transforms into full Azure dragon mode and flies over the thing, and he sees that everybody in the training camp is in trouble. The tooth guy, Moonfish or whatever, I don't know, it just gives him a thunder blast. Yeah, Deku can also give thunder dragon roar. I'm kidding, it's not fairy tale, but oh well, he can does a thunder strike kind of thing, and he just does him. Moonfish is gone, and Mustard, the guy who can like create like smog. Deku just roars. Not even a fire breath. Not even. He's just like, and like everything disappears, and everybody can see, and everybody else who takes care of them. And the main problem is gonna be Darby. He's like spouting blue flames from his ass everywhere. And Deku is like, interesting. So your flames are hotter than mine. So Deku, he's like fuming flames left and right, and Deku orders Todoroki, "Oi, half ice, half fire. Why don't you be of use and try to fight him?" Okay, and Todoroki is like, "Yare yare." He just like tries to match, he tries to match. Man, damn, I forgot his name. It's not his name. He's not Overhaul, but he tries to match the guy with the blue flames. Doesn't actually happen. Like Shoto is no match for him. So after that, Deku comes and he just spouts fire. So regular fire contacts with blue fire, which makes the blue fire even burn more. Yeah, so Deku's one weakness is balls. Like, why can't I remember his name? I just said his name. Why can't I remember his name? The blue flame guy. Oh man, sorry about that. I had some cough. So Deku sees, okay, that's not gonna work. So he transforms into he's like, okay, so fire, I can't beat you with my fire. How about my lightning, bitch? And then he's like, thunder dragon roar, and he's just like, there's like a roaring effect of like lightning, and he's shocked, he's paralyzed, he's done for. So everybody gets capture. I mean, why wouldn't they? If Deku wanted, Deku could have like killed everybody. Bakugo does not get capture here. So the whole scenario where hero society find like All Might fights with All for One does not happen yet. What ends up happening is Midnight finds the whereabouts of the club of villains, and I told you previously that Shimura did not like got captured, and so is Kurogiri does not get captured. So what happens is they somehow track. Deku interrogates them and he just lets it loose, and Deku and everybody else is like, okay man, everybody is like, okay, we gotta have to attack. So they choose one of the, like all the big threes, Mirio and Sanidar, yeah, and also Nijirun, best girl, Nijirun, and also selects Deku because Deku is overwhelmingly strong. So what happens is All Might is trying to fight All for One. Deku is like, Matte, wait, I can do this. I know about your Quirk, you know. You're not that strong. I can feel if people are strong or not, if people's life force is strong or weak. I can sense that your power is diminishing every day. So let me take care of it. And All Might is like, no, you're just a child, you cannot take care of it. And Deku says, we both know that I am stronger than you. You haven't seen my full power. Well, you're about to. So Deku transforms into his like full dragon mode. Before that, he was always like constricting his power. Now Deku is transforming into his full dragon mode, which is like a 100, no, that's too much, man. 100 feet. Still, he's like a 100 feet dragon, almost the length of Shenron from Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, why the hell not? Then there's like, when he transforms, as he's coming from the clouds, all the cloud is black. There's like thunderstrike happening. There's like fire coming out of his limbs, and there is like his hair. I mean, I don't know if dragon have hair or not. The scales are almost like armored like diamond, almost looks like diamond scales. And he's talking to all for one. Your time of reckoning came. Beware the power of the dragon. Beware, 'cause I am vengeance. I am rage. I am power. I am death. Yeah, I had to stole it from The Hobbit. He is dead. Then All for One flies, and they're fighting on top of the clouds. The helicopters, they're trying to the news helicopters, they're trying to record, but it is bloody amazing. All for One uses his big hand. He uses his big hand move to launch shockwave after shockwave. He's doing 100 fist in a second, and they're big shockwaves. And Deku just brushes them off. After that, Deku's scale are so hard that they don't even tickle him at all. And Deku says, "Oh, thanks for the massage. It's now my turn." So Deku just goes to him, then swipes him with a claw. Mind you, this claw is on fire, because Deku is a freaking Shenron level dragon, and swipes, and All for One creates a force field kind of thing and takes it head on. Then just it's oh crap, that's strong. And then Deku is okay, how about a strike from my tail? So yeah, Deku uses dragon tail on him. Literal dragon tail. Deku uses dragon tail on All for One. Yeah, but he uses his tail swipe, which launches All for One 100 feet in the ground from the they were really, really high. So that was a powerful strike. I mean, come on, that was a powerful strike. And All for One broke several of his limbs. All of his limbs are broken, and All for One is okay, I have to activate my healing quirk and heal. And All for One is trying to heal and everything. Deku is oh no, you don't. And he's Azure Dragon, raw fire, roar, scorching inferno of hell, and he creates a ginormous explosion, a huge flame. It's the explosion itself was so that the flame is so hot, and the explosion was so the flame strike was so massive and so huge. The 100-foot crater that it create the previous tail strike, the dragon tail caused, it's covered with flame, and it's almost like a funnel, because the deeper when the crater became smaller, it's concentrated heat on All for One, which is just frying him almost alive. He's not getting up from there. He's toast, screw toast. Several of his limbs are burned to ash. Did you see what happened to Might Guy after using the 8 gate? What happened to his leg? Yeah, when he kicked Madara. Imagine that happening with all of his four limbs, all of his hand, all of his feet, and all of his like torso and his like main body part where the organ stays are just like burned to crisp, like almost burned severely. That happens to All For One. So All For One ain't getting up. Everybody's like shocked. The incarnation of evil has been defeated just by a 1-year student of U.S.J. All hail the Hero Society, the strongest even an amateur hero can defeat, and what All Might is capable of. Everybody's like, okay, so everybody's thinking like, okay, All Might, that kid is trained by All Might, that's why he's strong. So All Might gets to keep his cool, gets to keep his like name. He like people don't know that he's literally just a Toshinori, the small might. So people don't know that, and people is like, damn, All Might probably is way much stronger because he's like trained such a monster like him. So it's kind of like what Majin Buu did to the boxers after the end of Buu Saga, and everybody thinks like, oh man, Buu is trained by Mr. Satan. Damn, Mr. Satan is probably so much strong. Yeah, that kind of shit happens here. So the whole streak happens, and after that, all my the League of Villains, they're just like, they don't have any leadership, they don't have everything. Other heroes like the Aizawa Sensei, All Might, Best Genius, Snipe, and all the other heroes, they covertly take them one by one to one. Yeah, they take them out, and Deku just like, I mean, when you cut the head of the snake, the body of the snake actually does not matter that much. They eventually fall. So he took care of the figurehead, and they're just all crumbling. Their organization has fallen apart. They're just crumbling. After that, the Yakuza, the Overhaul arc happens, where Deku already is like he doesn't need a provisional license because he already has like an amateur hero license. He has like he gets a sidekick license for All Might for under Midnight. Okay, so not Midnight, sorry, under Night Eye. Yeah, under Night Eye. So Night Eye like is the hero, and he is considered the sidekick because All Might doesn't do hero work that much. He's like All Might announces that he's gonna retire soon, so he's gonna only come out if there is like a calamity. But we all know, man, All Might ain't got any more steam, any more juice in him, so that's why he's not gonna do hero work. So the whole incident happens. Deku just beats the shit out of everybody, and the Overhaul arc scenario, Kirishima gets his moment, like unbreakable Returaito. That happens, man. That scene in English dub is way more amazing in compared to the Japanese dub. I prefer sub over dub anytime. This, like My Hero Academia and Dragon Ball Z, these are the two series I would think that dub did better job than sub. But we all know, man, when it comes to sub anime, nobody can beat Zawardo. Nobody can beat JoJo, man. JoJo's Japanese dub is amazing on a different level. Okay, nobody can beat JoJo when it comes to sub anime. So after that, the whole incident, Deku just our boy Deku does the Overhaul arc. Okay, no, we're not gonna do Overhaul arc with Deku. We're gonna give Mirio some sunlight. Mirio gets us the All For One here, and Mirio does Overhaul, like his Overhaul dirty. Deku is not gonna do Overhaul. He's not gonna do Overhaul arc. And Mirio gets rid of Overhaul, saves Yuri, and the connection that Deku and Yuri has does not happen here. Mirio and Yuri has the connection. So after that, we are gonna go do the Meta Liberation arc. So basically, Deku gets to eat Kaido's food, part 4, the ending finale. So what happens is in the part 3, Mirio gets rid of Overhaul. Yeah, gotta have to give some win to our boy Mirio. Yeah. Deku destroys, like burns all for one to crisp, and like everything like happens, like the Metal Liberation Army. That's what we're gonna do here. So we, in this point, we get introduced to Hawks, and Hawks like gives the details and everything, and to Endeavor gets attacked by the fire Nomu, that he had to go like prominence burn, and yeah, everything with the Endeavor stuff happens normally, which it normally does. So after that whole incident, what Deku is like goes to regular hero meeting, because I mean, come on, he's OP as hell, and he's already an apprentice hero. So he goes to the hero meeting, and everybody is like, we gotta have to do something. Endeavor discloses that we gotta have to do something with the Metal Liberation Army. So Deku is like, okay, why don't we beat them? Like, beat them? What do you mean? They're like hundreds. They're like thousands of people in this army. Yeah, but every like empire has a figurehead. In war, if you kill the general, you win. You don't need to fight everybody. You just have to kill the general, capture the queen, capture the king, and you just win the game. It's kind of like chess. You don't have to kill everybody. You just have to capture the king. And everybody's like, oh, shock face. And then a surprise Pikachu is like, Nani, why didn't we think about it? So they are like, okay, we're gonna attack the Metal Liberation Army in their city, and we're gonna have to grab a hold of Redistro. If he is captured, the Metal Liberation Army is stopped. They are subdued. So the whole incident happened where the villains attack, like the My Villain Academy arc, where the villains attack the Metal Liberation Army. Same shit happens, but it's just the heroes attack. And our boy Deku goes there also. Bakugo also goes there. Mirio also goes there. Why not? And also Todoroki and all the other extras, they also go there. So what happens? They attack, and like the main figure people, like they fight. I mean, their fight really doesn't matter. They just loses like shit. Todoroki has an amazing fight with the ice guy. He's like, okay, I am no match for this guy with my ice power, but I have fire and ice, and if I combine them together, I have like water power. So what he uses, basically he creates like a funnel of ice, and the guy with the the ice kinetic power yeah, he can like control moisture and like ice and everything. Yeah, he's like blasting Todoroki with his ice attack. Todoroki gets impaled with ice and stuff, and Todoroki basically uses his own blood as an ice spear, which he cannot control, the ice guy. Yeah, kinda morbid, kinda brutal, but kinda OP, kinda cool also. And then he travels to that guy like with his flame burst move, and like burns him, like does like a full prominence burn, point blank on his face. Yeah, so that guy ain't getting up. He's done for. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Doofusmos fight versus Kaido Deku. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, we're gonna basically do the Redistro fight. So Redistro, his power is kind of like the Hulk's. The angrier the Hulk gets, the stronger he becomes. Redistro's power is like the stressful the situation is, he becomes much more Hulkish powerful. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. So he gets big. Our boy Redistro gets big because his army is toppled down. He's effed up, and he's like in a lot of stress. I mean, The best way he could have got like a infinite amount of power is to get like 2 girlfriends at the same time. Oh man, that's one stressful thing. Or if you married 2 chicks. Oh man, that's that's a stressful life there is. So yeah, he probably has like both of his girlfriends like calls him same time, and he's like, oh crap, and he gets big, a hulkish ogre big. And the fight with Redestro and Deku is epic. Deku is his full dragon form. Redestro is like jumping like around like the Hulk, trying to punch Deku. He does punches. He sometimes even like blows Deku away a little bit, like knocked him out like a few steps back. Do dragons have steps? I don't know. Few not is for C. I don't know, few meters away in the air. So Deku is like, okay, Deku uses his like armor, his tail swipe attack. The Redestro uses punches. They seem like Redestro is like commenting like, with every blow I grow stronger, and you don't have that luxury. Deku is like, I'm warming up, man. I'm not serious. And Redestro is like surprised Pikachu face, Nani. And Deku is like, it's time to get serious. Then he activates his awakening dragon mode. He literally becomes a golden dragon. Yeah, a golden flaming dragon, which is like every time he goes around, there's like storms, like thunderstorm happening, lightning strike happening. So basically he became a golden storm dragon. Yeah, that's cool. Kind of like, yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's like a thundercloud around his neck, and in the bottom part there's like his tail, which is carved with adamant scale. Yeah, adamant scales is pretty damn hard. And on top of that, he is like in his, like he has like ginormous hand sticking out. Hey, hang on. He's not gonna look like Shenron. What he's gonna look like? He's gonna look like Purunga, the Namekian dragon. Yeah, Purunga. That's a beefy boy right there. Yeah, he has big hands. So imagine like Kaido's hybrid form, but with the length of his dragon form, with the serpentine body in the bottom, and with like big ass hands coming out of it. And everybody's like, oh shit, we are fucked. And it's just like, so you did not punch me, now you can punch me. And Deku's like, oh yeah, I can do more than that. And he uses fire fist attack. Then he just like goes like, oh, and then he just uses like does like what JoJo like Star Platinum does, punches the shit out of him with like fire fist, which creates like a massive crater. And Redestro is like, make it stop, I'm gonna die. Like he's like, oh, I'm not done yet, boy. And he's like, fire breathing Inferno 1000 year. And then he just like creates like a humongous flame attack. The flames are black. They're kind of like blackish flame because they're like the flames of hell. That's why they're like hellish inferno flame 1000 year. 1000 year of, no, sorry, let me rename the attack. 1000 year of inferno hell flames. Yeah, it becomes like that, and Deku just like, and Redestro is ashes, is not gone. And every other pro is like, hey man, you did not have to kill them. And Deku's like, well, that's decision that needed to be taken, because they are a menace. They need to be put together before they become a problem. So the whole Metal Liberation Army is captured. They lost their leaders. They lost two Pushmas, Evil Incorporated. They lost Redestro, and everything falls apart. They're captured and everything. The Hero Society. My apologies. I still have the clone. The Hero Society is ruling, and there is a significant decrease in crime. I mean, there is petty crimes every here and there, bank robbery and stuff like that. And Deku becomes a full-fledged hero, and he opens his own agency, and where in his own agency Bakugo becomes his sidekick. Yeah, Bakugo becomes his sidekick, and Deku names him Explosion Boy. Yeah, Explosion Boy becomes his sidekick, and Todoroki becomes also becomes a apprentice hero. Yeah, I mean that's the best way to end, I think. Honestly, that's the best way to end, in my opinion. So Deku becomes a pro hero, a full-fledged pro hero. Bakugo is his sidekick, and Todoroki is his apprentice hero, assistant and everything. And yeah, people are all the people from U.S.J, a lot of students want to join Deku's hero agency, and Deku is pro hero number 13. Why? Because I like the number 13. He's gonna become one within 1 or 2 years, within 5 years. Pro hero here, hero number 13, the beast, the dragon, the beast dragon. No, nah, that's a shitty name. Okay, the dragon. Already there is dragon hero Ryuk. Okay, I got it. His name should be the celestial hero Azure Dragon. Yeah, he's the celestial dragon, so no better name. The mythical hero Azure Dragon. Yeah, and yep, that's cool, and that's where we're gonna end it. Deku becomes a pro hero, and Bakugo becomes his sidekick. Oh man, this is definitely one of the funniest endings that I have thought of. Well, this is probably the final part 4 and also the finale, and I'm done with what if Deku ate the no mi, the fish fruit model Azure Dragon, part 4. And this is your host and those Kranti saying, please check out my other content if you like them, just to share them. I also do music. I know I haven't done music for a while, but I'm gonna start again. And also, if you like my content, subscribe, share, and please know that the host and those Kranti saying ta-da, goodbye, and signing off. But before I go, please remember, sharing is caring. Subscribing means you just love me. Kranti, host and host, yours truly, signing off.